Okay, I'm Roy Monday. I'm 45 years old. I'm working with as a mentor for St Giles Trust on the South East London housing project. My background is I was brought up in care from the age of 4. Then really fell into a life of crime and spent many years as a criminal, which culminated in getting a very long sentence. I came out in 2004. Um, I sort of spent time back in East London and then decided that, that wasn't really the right thing to do. Moved away to a completely different setting in a village area with my family. And I spent the past few years working at different jobs in the building trade, just basically just trying to sort my life out and reintegrate, really. It's something that I wanted to get into for quite a long time. It's not something I was able to do immediately after coming out of prison because I had such a long license period, and you couldn't really do it on license or anything. But because of my past experience and the fact that I did quite a long time in the care system and an awful long time in the prison system, whilst I was in prison, I did quite a lot of reflecting, shall we say, and I did a few therapeutic courses and stuff like that, and I gained a great deal out of doing that, and I just felt that my experience and the confidence that I'd gained from that, I would be able to pass that on to other people who are in a similar situation. Well, it's worthwhile because there are, the people are discriminated against on all levels who are involved in the criminal justice system. And I think that they feel they need to feel a little bit more like there are people who are willing to give their time, and that hopefully make them feel a little bit more worthwhile about themselves in order that they can make some changes for themselves. Um, uh, I've gained quite a lot of confidence. Um, I was confident anyway, but I've gained listening skills, and more self-belief in my life, and where my life is going as well, and the fact that from where I was to where I am now, there's um, a huge difference, and it's just very nice to be able to realise and look in the mirror in the morning and think, well, I've changed my life a great deal, and now I'm helping to change other people's, and it just gives you a huge amount of satisfaction. When you're helping somebody else to change their life and you see them making those changes, it's a different type of satisfaction. It's like an ongoing piece of work that's that you can feel very proud of. Well, it's important to be fairly open and fairly honest and fairly real. I think people, if you're fake or you're doing it for the wrong reasons or anything, then people will see through that very quickly, and they won't be able to identify with you in any way. So I think if you're yourself, and you can show that you're from a similar background, and you have great empathy with their situation, that's a huge help in developing a relationship with them. I would say that you need to think about it very clearly, really, and very carefully. You've got to think about what you might have to offer them, and are they going to be able to identify with you in any way? Have you got the time? Can you cope with like stressful situations? I would always advise somebody that if they've got the if they feel that it's something that they want to do, then to pursue it. There was parallels between my life then and my life as a child when I'd been expelled from every school that I'd been to, and no other schools wanted to take me. And then 20 years later, I'm sitting in the scrubs, and it was like I was in exactly the same situation. Where I'd been expelled from every prison, and no other prison wanted to take me. And it was like, well, somewhere along the line, this has got to stop. It's got to change. Anyway, fortunately for me, this officer who, like I say, he'd known me when I was a kid, in Borstal basically, and he managed to get me signed up for a therapeutic program that they were running in the scrubs at the time, and managed to get the transfer to Broadmoor halted on the strength of me signing up for that. And I spent 2.5 years doing that, and re-educating myself at the same time. And it was just a major change. And I think it was from that point there that I kind of decided that, actually, I've got a little bit more to offer than sitting behind a prison door for the next 10, 15 years or whatever I needed to do. I would recommend it to people who have the life experience to make it worthwhile for them to offer something, yeah.